All right, what's going on, good folks? What's going on? What's going on? Good evening to you. Some of you may be ahead of me, so good morning to you. Some of y'all may be in the afternoon, so good afternoon to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching the content. If anyone you could be so kindly, give me a mic check. Let me know that you can hear me. All right, so you can't hear me. All right. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. With a story like this, I mean, what is the odds of this happening to anybody? What's the odds of this happening to anybody? I would not wish this on my worst enemy. Okay. And it may be tempting for some people to say little devilish stuff like that when you're mad at somebody, and I guess I understand. But in actuality, I would not wish this on my worst enemy. This is fucked up for anybody to go through. It really is. And again, like I say when I share it out, or when I shared it out rather, what's the odds of this happening to anybody? This is the first I've heard this. Not saying this is the first time it has happened. Maybe it has happened to somebody before. But this is the first I'd have heard this. And man, you just don't know what to think when you hear something like that. Other than just imagine if you went through something like this. This is a wild one. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for coming. Welcome to the show. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. All right, good people. This is man Chris Storms. Welcome to the show. Welcome to another news story. And again, man, this is a wild one. This is crazy. I don't know what to say about it. Other than I guess my heart goes out to the mom. This is wild, man. This is real wild. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you have a mother by the name of Brittney. And her actual name is Brittney Ross. Her name is Brittney Ross. This story is coming out of Dallas. I don't know when the story actually came out, but what I'm looking at right here, this was published on January the 19th, which was 2 days ago. But the story could be a little bit older than that. But here's what's going on to give you a little piece of potatoes what's going on with this story. Brittney was preparing for her 14-year-old son's funeral. She preparing for it. During the process of preparing her son's funeral, she finds out that her 6-year-old daughter has been shot and killed. And this happened 2 weeks apart. Please tell me y'all heard me when I say that. She was already preparing to bury her 14-year-old son, just to hear in the process of preparing to bury her son, she finds out her 6-year-old daughter has been shot and killed. I wish I was making this up. I'm not dead ass serious. And I looked at this title time and time again and read what I read. I'm like, man, how is this even possible? How is this possible? But it happened to her. And y'all know the old saying goes, when it rains, it pours. that shit is real. Because it's raining down on this woman. And to hear what happened to both of them makes you cringe. It does, if you haven't heard the story, which I are going to hear the story in just a few minutes. But again, it says a Dallas mother will bury two of her children now, just 14 and 6. Her son was 14, her daughter was 6. It said this weekend, I don't know if she already did it or not, because I don't know how old this story really is. But this is what I'm reading from right now. It was published on the 19th. It said the girl's mom was already making funeral preparation for a teenage son who was also shot and killed. The son was shot and killed. Dallas police have not said how they believe Elena, I think that's the baby's name, was shot. The girl's mother says she is frustrated about the lack of answers. Memories are all Brittney Ross has left for her daughter and son. 6-year-old Elena Ross and 14-year-old Bralen Rider. The two were killed in separate shootings almost 2 weeks apart. She says, my kid did not deserve that at all. On December 29th, Ross says Bralen went over to a friend's house on Harry Hines Boulevard in Oakland. Dallas police say a 6-year-old boy shot Bralen and another 14-year-old. The boy came into the range, and I'm sure Bralen tried to stand up to him, Ross said, and he shot him in the head with no hesitation. A 16-year-old. A 16-year-old. Told y'all, man, these youngins, they something serious now. They something serious now. And it's get to the point now, you have to start packing just to deal with these, I don't know what you call them, devils or heathens, whatever you want to call them. You have to start packing dealing with these motherfuckers. Because here's the thing, dealing with somebody like that, it's a life and death situation. And if they ain't got no problem raising their gun at you, you should have no problem raising your gun at them. All right? A 16-year-old shooting somebody execution style. When would it stop? Who knows? Who knows? When would it stop? But it ain't gonna stop no time soon. We ain't even at the end of 2020. Excuse me, we ain't even at the end of January yet. And we still got fucked up stories like these. We do. But ladies and gentlemen, don't let me tell you that y'all listen to it yourself.
Tomorrow, a mother will bury two of her children, one 14 years old, the other.
Y'all let me know y'all can hear that, because I got my volume down and I'm listening from the headphones. So let me know if y'all heard that little bit right there, because I don't know if y'all can still hear it when I got it turned down. All right. And while I wait for y'all to answer that for me, hey, Curl, what up, Barbara? Not out. Hey, dear, what's going on? Hey, Mimi's, how you doing, honey? Roll a mile, single. All right. All right, Rob, my girl. Good evening. Okay, y'all can't hear that? All right, cool. I don't want to make sure, because I got it turned down on my end. I'm hearing through my headphones. I didn't know if it was affecting y'all or not. Okay, here we go.
6.
Last week, 6-year-old Elena Ross was shot and killed at an East Dallas townhome. The girl's mother was already making funeral preparations for her teenage son, who was also shot and killed. Fox 4's Amelia Jones spoke.
Already making preparations for her son and was shot, and her daughter was shot and killed. How the hell does this happen?
Spoke with the grieving mother and joins us now from Dallas. Amelia.
Heather, Dallas police still haven't said how they believe a 6-year-old Elena Ross was shot. The girl's mother told me today she's frustrated with the lack of answers.
I love pictures and videos, and that was something that I love, because memories is everything.
Memories are all that Brittney Ross has left of her daughter and son. The two were killed in separate shootings almost 2 weeks apart.
My kids did not deserve that at all.
On December 29th, Ross says her son, 14-year-old Bralen Rider, went over to a friend's house on Harry Hines Boulevard in Oakland. Dallas police say a 16-year-old boy shot Rider and another 14-year-old.
The boy came in the range, and I'm sure Bralen probably tried to stand up, and you shot him in his head with no hesitation.
Ryder died.
Shot him in the head with no hesitation. A 16-year-old did this. Shot him in the head. Not only shot him, but shot another person that was with him too. And I'm telling y'all, they're getting younger and younger, okay? Remember, we did a story of a 10-year-old that shot and killed his mom. I think she got shot in the head, or wherever she got shot at, it took her life. They getting younger and younger, man.
And the other boy survived. The 16-year-old was arrested and charged with manslaughter. 12 days later, on January 10th, Ross was at the funeral home planning her son's services when she got a call from one of her other kids.
As soon as I answered the FaceTime, my 11-year-old daughter, she screamed through the phone, "Mama, Lena shot herself in the head."
Dallas police have not confirmed
Lena shot herself in the head.
how 6-year-old Elena Ross was shot. They say when officers got to the townhome on North Fitzhugh Avenue, they found an unsecured handgun. Questioned 19-year-old Demaria Sowles as a witness to the shooting. According to police documents, Sowles admitted to placing a handgun on top of the PlayStation in the bedroom on the 3rd floor. After the shooting, investigators say he took the gun, put it in a backpack along with a second gun, and hid it in the garage of the home. Ross says Sowles is friends with her 18-year-old son. Her other kids, an 8-year-old son and 11-year-old daughter, were also in the house when the shooting happened.
It's very heartbreaking to go on knowing you have 6 kids and left with 4 within 2 weeks grace period of time. It's very hard, but I'm trying to stay strong for my other kids.
Sowles was arrested and charged with tampering with evidence. Ross wants to know the truth about what happened that day.
Because I need answers. I need answers.
A mother's strength to fight for her children.
It gives me chills down my spine thinking about it.
And keep their memory alive.
I'm not giving up. I won't give up.
The funeral for Bralen and Elena will be held tomorrow. Sowles is still being held at the Dallas County Jail. In addition to tampering with evidence, he also has several outstanding warrants, including 2 for evading arrest, detention, and 1 for unlawful carry of a weapon. Right now, there are no charges in connection to Elena's death.
Of course he does. Outstanding. He has a history of outstanding record. Of course he does. 19 years old, irresponsible with a gun, living out on a PlayStation, got children around, didn't put the gun up. This baby got a hold of the gun and ended up shooting herself. And now this baby is dead, okay, because of the negligence of whoever this 19-year-old is. I don't remember them saying if he's a family member or not, okay, but apparently he must be, because she said, her other children was over there as well. So I don't know if he's a family member or not, okay? But guys, here again, yet again, y'all hear me saying this, we have to be careful who we are letting around our children, who we are leaving our children around, okay? Everybody's not responsible. Just because they're your family member does not mean they're responsible, amen? Okay? If you see they barely take care of themselves, do you know damn well they can't take care of your children? You leaving them there to watch them, okay? And that's just the God's honest truth. Now I don't know what's the reason why they was over there. I don't. Maybe when the stories start getting more traction and whatnot, we'll find out why they was over there. All right. So I'm looking at this article and see, was he related to them? Okay. Again, he was 19-year-old Demaria Sowles. And they say he's a witness to the shooting. And according to police documents, Sowles admitted to place the handgun on top of the PlayStation in the bedroom on the 3rd floor, they say. After the shooting, investigators say Sowles took the gun and put it in the backpack along with a second handgun, so he had 2 of them, and hid it in the garage of the home. Ross says Sowles is friends with her 18-year-old son. Okay, so he's a friend, and they was all over there. Okay. Ross says Sowles is a friend with her 18-year-old son. Her other kids, an 8-year-old son and 11-year-old daughter, were also in the house when the shooting happened. Let me say this, and I don't know how people would take this, but let's just be real here. an 18-year-old with his 8-year-old and 11-year-old sibling. Okay, 9 times 10, 18-year-old probably know what this dude probably be doing, and probably know that he's hot and got a real hot record or whatnot. You know, I don't see what's the reason they were with him over there. I mean, because at this point they are young adults. Amen. Now y'all tell me if I'm saying something wrong. At this point, the 18 and the 19-year-old, they are young adults. I don't see no reason why the 8-year-old or the 11-year-old should have been with him at this dude's house. Okay, unless he just run over there to get something and then come on right back. But even with that though, listen to what the story is portraying. They didn't need to be around there, period. Okay? Because who knows if the 18-year-old is involved in what the 19-year-old is involved in. Okay? Which could be some hot shit. You know, which a lot of times when you hang around people like that, a lot of times, I'm not saying all the time, but a lot of times when you hang around somebody like that, you know what I'm saying, you pretty much engage in some of the stuff that they do. All right? Am I wrong? Somebody tell me I'm wrong now. A lot of times you gauge in some of the stuff that they do. All right? So if that is the case, and if Brittney hear this, you know, she can straighten this up. My platform gonna be open to her. All right. But okay. I don't know how much Brittney knew about this 19-year-old. I don't know how much she knew about it. I don't know if she knew that he had this history, or if she heard about some things he had been involved in, anything like that. I don't know. But if that is the case, let's just say that she did know all of this. You know, if my 18-year-old son or daughter would have told me that they are going down there and they going with him, I would have told them, no, they're not going with you. You go ahead down there, you know, going to do your thing. But they would not be going with you, because anything can happen when they drop up or down for what y'all doing. All right? Or whatever the case y'all getting into, but I don't want them down there. All right? Nothing against the 19-year-old. I just read it for my children. Be safe and sorry. You my child too, but see, you 18 years old. I can't just really tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? I can, but I probably got a limit to what I can tell you what to do, because I want you to be a young adult. You know, I ain't trying to restrict you from your friends or anything like that, okay? But if I see things getting too fucked up, you know, hey, I'm going to have to stop you from going down there. All right? I hate to do that, but I'm going to have to stop you from going down there, all right? But right now, I don't know what y'all be doing down there, you know, so I ain't trying to be on your ass like that. And then I'm sitting up here trying to get things straight, you know, with your brother, all right? I'm trying to get things straight with your brother. And for what we're hearing now, I just kind of wish that if she did know or do know about this 19-year-old, she would have stopped the kids from going with the 18-year-old. Because if she had it, this probably wouldn't have happened to the baby. And don't get it twisted. I ain't trying to beat up on Brittney. She didn't ask for this. She didn't know this was going to happen. And her 18-year-old did not know this was going to happen either. But the fact of the matter is, by bringing them around that environment, or what this young man then got himself involved in, you know, this is a tragic situation. Y'all get what I'm saying? Now y'all let me know if I'm going overboard. Somebody say they have family. Okay, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you're here. All right? Because this is sad. All right? Now, since you say you the family, I don't know what you just heard me say. But I said that I don't know how much Brittney knew about this 19-year-old. But however, if she did knew about the 19-year-old and his history, when my 18-year-old son or daughter would have went down there, I would have told them, no, they cannot go down there. You can go, but I don't want them down there. They don't need to be with you no way. You 18 years old. They just children. Y'all pretty much young adults. They don't need to be around y'all like that. All right? But again, don't get it twisted. She didn't know this was going to happen. She didn't ask for this. I'm sure the 18-year-old did not know it was going to happen. He didn't ask for this. We know the baby didn't ask for it. Just a tragic incident. And we know the two younger children, Lord knows they mind ain't thinking about that. You know, they just following their brother. Okay, probably want to be around their big brother. But this is what happened. This is what happened. Okay? And the fact that the 19-year-old tried to hide the gun showed me personally now, I don't know how anybody else feel, but it showed me personally now, you don't give a fuck about what happened. You was more concerned about yourself than that baby what just happened. You trying to hide the gun, and you didn't hide it well because you had it in the house. You still had the gun in the house, in the garage. What was that going to do? What was that going to do? I mean, seriously, you hide that gun in the garage, what was that going to do? Nothing. Nothing. So again, in my opinion, that showed that dude didn't give a fuck about that baby girl. He was trying to save his own ass, and I guaranteed you, when the cops would have talked to him, if they did not find the gun, he was going to lie. He was going to lie about what happened. And to the cousin up there, just hear what I'm saying. I'm 44 years old, man. Man, I'd have pretty much seen the shit. He was going to lie about what happened to that baby to save his ass. But if he was really your family friend, he wouldn't even try to hide the gun. He would have stood like a man and took it like, damn, I fucked up. He would have took it like that. But he didn't. He tried to hide it. She tried to get all the information. She was getting her son. She was getting her son. Right. Yeah, they say she was getting her. And what's your name? Destin. And this is what I said in the beginning. Now, if you want to come here and talk to me, I'll let you come talk to me. If you want to come here and talk to me, I give you an email link, and you probably can tell me a little bit. If you know anything about the 19-year-old or whatnot, I guess you could tell me a little bit about it. And if you would like to share it, you know, you can tell me a little bit about Brittney. But I read Brittney talk for herself, you know, if she want to talk. You know, because at the end of the day, my heart goes out to her because I don't know. What's the odds of this happening to anybody? I mean, seriously, what's the odds of this happening to anybody? I would not wish this on my worst enemy, man. This is fucked up. 2 weeks apart? Damn. Okay, you say you ready to interview her? Okay, cool. That's cool. Whenever she ready to talk, hey, let her know I'm talking about it, and if she want to get some things cleared up, hey, my platform is open. I thank you for coming over. Real talk. I thank you for coming over. But again, guys, at the end of the day, we as mothers and fathers, we have to be vigilant in this era. We have to be vigilant in who we let our children around. We have to be vigilant, man, because again, man, everybody don't have the best interest for you. Everybody don't have the best interest for your children. They don't. Amen? They just don't. A lot of these people watch you on fire won't even spit on you to put it out. And you best believe that. A lot of them, we see them on fire, it would not spit on them to put the fire out. So guys, please be careful. Please. I'm begging y'all. Please be careful, man. Seriously. Be careful. So guys, as I was doing my research, oh, so you been following me. Oh, cool. Well, let me ask you this before I go further then. You say you the family. You say you been following me. How do you feel about what I'm saying right now? Do you think I'm saying anything out of line? And I can't see you a male or a female. Oh, you look like you're a female. Okay. You say you the cousin. Before I go any further, I want you to tell me, do you feel like I'm out of line for anything that I'm saying? And I'm going to give her a minute because I know it's probably taking a minute for her to hear it. Rhyme girl says it's like being struck by lightning or winning the lotto twice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You speak long your opinion. And no, we are trying to figure out without pointing fingers. All right, cool. All right. Long as you understand me. That's all that matters. Long as you understand me. But guys, look like as I was doing my research on this, there was a little bit of update that came out about the 19-year-old. Let's listen to it right now.
Another big story here at 5. We've got new information on that 6-year-old girl who was fatally shot in Dallas after finding an unsecured handgun in her home. We brought the story to you as breaking news yesterday here at 5 o'clock. Now, that shooting happened as the child's mother was planning the funeral for her 14-year-old son, who was shot and killed less than 2 weeks ago. Our Robbie Owens speaking with her today, and she's in Dallas tonight sharing how the family is coping.
I spoke with the mother, Brittney Ross, this afternoon. Overwhelmed was the word she used when I asked how she was doing. She told me that she had planned to bury her 14-year-old son on Saturday, but now that service will be postponed while they plan a double funeral.
Give me something on.
Family members say 6-year-old Elena was sweet, smart, and had just celebrated a birthday. Then she found a loaded weapon in her dead brother's bedroom.
It's a nightmare. We live in a nightmare right now, and it's hurting me real bad.
It seems almost surreal. 2 children lost to gun violence within a matter of days.
He was quiet. When you see him, he always smiling. Like he wasn't no trouble kid.
Just last week, Brittney Ross spoke to CBS News Texas about the weekend murder of her 14-year-old son, Bralen. Shot and killed at a friend's apartment. Another teen was arrested. At her side, 6-year-old Elena.
Actually, I didn't know there was a gun in this house, and that's what I'm so upset about right now. If there was a gun in this house, this gun should have been put up in a safe location where she couldn't.
Guys, let me ask y'all something. That was a 6-year-old right there before she died. Tell me you're not looking at this video and see she was just right there prior to her son dying. She was just right there. And now we doing a story now that she has been shot. That shit right there makes you want to cry. And she was a beautiful young lady. Beautiful young lady. She was right there, y'all, with her mom when her brother got shot. And we talking about her death right now.
At her side, 6-year-old Elena.
Actually, I didn't know there was a gun in this house, and that's what I'm so upset about right now. If there was a gun in this house, this gun should have been put up in a safe location where she couldn't have reached it or got hold to it. So I'm very upset about that. And I'm just hurt.
19-year-old Demaria Sowles was arrested and is charged with tampering with physical evidence in the 6-year-old's death. According to the arrest warrant filed, Sowles admitted to bringing 2 firearms to the residence the day before the shooting and, quote, placed the MAC-10 on top of the PlayStation in the bedroom on the 3rd floor. The warrant goes on to say that following the shooting, Sowles retrieved the gun involved in the 6-year-old's death, along with the other firearm, a Glock 40, and hid them in his backpack that he stashed in the garage. Police later seized both weapons.
I don't know how I'm gonna cope. Like I said, this was my heart right here. This baby here was special. She was my heart.
In Dallas, Robbie Owens, CBS News, Texas.
Okay, it sounds like I may be slightly telling the story wrong. Okay, to the cousin who's in the chat room. Did they go to Sorrow's house or Sorrow's at their house? Because reading this article, it sounded like they was down there at his house. at Saul's house. But you listen to this one, sound like they saying that Saul was at their place with the gun. So which one was it? Yeah, Kurt, there's 2 guns. Okay, but now I'm confused now because I've been saying they went down to Saul's house. But listen to this one, sound like Saul was at their house. Okay, he was at Brittney's house. But first of all, let me take back what I said earlier because I thought they went to Saul's house. But they was down there at Brittney's house. Man, that makes it worse. That makes it worse. Okay, this is why I would need Brittney to come in at right here because my question would be now. I guess my question would be now. Well, never mind. I guess I can say this right here. I would stand on the fact that the 8 and 11-year-old probably shouldn't have been around them still, because they young adults and, they children. And I know when I grew up, my grandma, my mama like that, if we had like little children around and you had like people that was older than the children, they would tell the children, no, you don't be around them. Y'all need to go do your own thing. Y'all stay in a child place. Y'all go do your own thing. Those are older boys or girls. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need to be around them because they older children. So y'all pretty much stay in y'all lane. Y'all go play with your toys or you go outside or play with children your age or whatnot, and y'all leave them alone. Y'all don't need to be around them. Y'all don't need to be in their business or nothing like that. That's how I was raised, and I'm pretty much sure that there's some people in my chat room probably been raised the same way. Hey, you don't. If you're not around their age range, you just don't need to be around them. That's the way it was when I was growing up. But however, again, we in a different era now. It just crazy. So I guess I would stick with that. I really just feel like they shouldn't have been around them. Them two, the 18, 19-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they were doing, they just shouldn't have been around them. They're just my opinion, but I'm on the outside looking in. I'm just speculating. It would take for Brittney coming straighten it out and tell me, hey, this is what really happened. The reason they was around them because of this, that, and the third. Maybe she could help me understand that, because I guess everybody was raised different. I don't know. I don't know. I just know this whole thing just fucked up, and it's kind of leaving me somewhat speechless now that I've heard this one and seeing that baby, she was just right there. She was just right there with her mom doing a previous interview about her brother. And now this. Let me ask you a question. What is the older brother saying? What is the older brother saying about this? If you know, what is the older brother, the 18-year-old, what is he saying about this? Oh, let's see. Somebody send me some stuff. I'm reading something right here, and it says, although Saul is facing a charge of tampering with evidence in her daughter's death, Ross said there's no way the teen, whom she has known for a decade, would want to harm her children. Ross also said Saul had the guns for protection, as the teen and her surviving son were being threatened in the wake of Bralen's killing. They was being threatened in the wake of Bralen's killing. So she did knew. I really don't know what to say after that. I really don't. I really don't know what to say after that. Now that I had just read that, now y'all understand, and cousin, I hope you understand this too. This is why I said the 8-year-old and 11-year-old shouldn't have been nowhere around them. Shouldn't have been nowhere around them. At all. At all. Those was young adults. Them babies should not be nowhere around them. Or I like to think outside the box. Maybe Brittney probably told her children, if they together, y'all don't be around them. Y'all go mind your own business. But of course, she can't watch everything 24/7. So, you know what I'm saying? The kids probably already, they went around there by them anyway. Whatever they were doing up in there, they was around them anyway. You know, because kids are curious. Again, you know, they love their big brothers, they love their big sisters, and a lot of them just want to be around them. You know, because a lot of them look up to them. You know, I can even go so far as say that, but let's take it outside the box. But in a nutshell, and just going by how I raised, we was not allowed to be around people that was older than us. We just wasn't. Especially if somebody got a history like that. Like they claim he got outstanding warrants and all this stuff. We weren't allowed to be around that. Man, matter of fact, our folks, well, my folks, I can't speak for everybody, but my folks won't even have them type of folks around their house. You know, it ain't to say that they hate them or anything. It's just the fact that, you know, I don't want you bringing your problems from the outside into the inside of our home. So I just rather you just stay your distance. And if Chris or whoever wants to come out and hang with you, I let them come out and hang with you. You know, even that's gonna be a stretch. You know, but I can't have you coming up in my house because God knows what you probably did earlier that day. You could have pissed somebody off. Somebody probably looking for you. And what's going to happen? If they get wind of them saying that you in my house, what you think they're going to do? They're going to come to my house. All right? Not because they got a problem with me, because they got a problem with him. And they come to look for him. Which in turn, if I allow him to bring that mess around my house, I'm pretty much putting myself up in the way. Okay? And y'all know these fools nowadays, they don't give a damn who in the way. They will shoot their way to get to the person that they want. We'd have heard it time and time again. They will shoot their way through to get to the person that they want. So again, how I grew up, that wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening, man. It just wasn't. And I'm gonna say to you, Destin, I'm gonna say to you, my heart goes out to you, especially somebody who follow me. My heart goes out to you. It does. It really do. But even you should be able to agree with me, if not with everything that I'm saying, at least with some of the stuff that I'm saying. And I'm pretty much sure you can agree with me when I say that we need to do better. It ain't just people like Brittney or anybody else. We all need to do better as a whole. We all need to do better as a whole. Amen. We all need to do better. We do. We really do. And my heart goes out to you, man. And you follow me and you some kin to them, man, that's fucking with me now. Okay, somebody sending me something. What is this? Hey, Dexter, trust me. I understand. Trust me. I understand that, dear. Trust me. I understand that. And you're right, you know, because only she can hear this and tell me what's good. Because she's the mom. And she knew how her son was with this guy. And she know how her children was with this guy. So I just ask because, you know, I just ask because you're a family member. You know, sometimes family members do have a heavy surrounding with them, you know, and maybe you could have shed a little bit of light on it, but of course you couldn't tell me everything 100 because you're not her. So trust me, you good, dear, and you absolutely right. Only she can talk to me about all this. Only she can, if she wants to. And really be honest, I hope she ain't taking nothing I said offensive, you know, and I'm not trying to beat her up, man, but we just keeping it real, you know. I'm not trying to tell that woman how to run her household. Nobody can tell how to run her household. I'm just saying, you know, how I grew up, and pretty much a lot of people in the chat room would say they probably grew up the same way. So I'm not trying to beat up on them, man. But this is crazy, though. If you knew this, you letting them children around that dude, man, you know, that's putting a question mark on my head. It really is. But again, she didn't expect this. Nobody did. Even that 19-year-old, he probably didn't expect this. But it happened. So let me see. Somebody send me this right here.
New FanDuel customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus. Dallas police say a 6-year-old was killed in a shooting in Old East Dallas neighborhood.
Yeah, it's unclear how, but police say they found her inside of a townhome with other kids and an unsecured firearm. Fox 4's Paige Ellenberger live here this morning with the details.
Yeah, good morning. The child's aunt told Fox 4 off camera that the mother was not at home at the time of the shooting. She was actually at a funeral home planning services for her 14-year-old son who...
She was not at home. Okay, so maybe I'm on to something when I say that maybe she did tell them, hey, y'all don't need to be around them. When they together, y'all don't go around them. She wasn't there, so she didn't know what was going on. Okay, they kind of put me at ease right there, you know? They kind of put me at ease. So she went around when this happened. Damn, oh man, this is all fucked up. All fucked up.
Was fatally shot just before the new year. Yesterday's shooting happened at around 3 p.m. at a home on North Fitzhugh Avenue. When police were called there, they said they found the 6-year-old shot. They took her to a local hospital where she later died. Markia Boyd lives 2 doors down and came home to the police activity. She says she's shaken to learn that this happened to the family in what she describes as a quiet area.
It hurts. Because I have a 7-year-old, and I seen the little girl, when I do see them, going to school and stuff, that is sad.
There are bullet holes on the outside of the home, though it's unclear at this point if that's from this specific shooting.
Jesus Christ.
Dallas police have not released any information about a possible suspect. They also did not disclose who owns that firearm. Brandon.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Wow. Jesus Christ. You said she received a phone call at the funeral home? I would say this much right here. And I don't know how much this would help. But I'll say this much right here. I hope she may be considering moving. Okay, it don't sound like that's a safe area. At least not no more. The lady said it was quiet. There or whatnot. But you know, all neighborhoods are quiet till you got fools that move into the neighborhood and make it what it is. Amen. You got a lot of neighborhoods that quiet until you start letting these roguish ass fools move these neighborhoods and they turn this shit to a shit show. All right. So I would hope she would be considering moving to a place where it's less crime, because it's crime everywhere. Let's not act like it's not. It's crime everywhere. But I would hope she would consider moving to a place that could probably be more pleasant. Okay? Wow, guys, she went at home. She went at home. She was at the funeral home, trying to get her son together. And bam, this happened right here. Damn. I don't know what else to say, y'all. Seriously, I'm speechless. I don't know what else to say, man. This is fucked up. That's all I can say. You know, this is fucked up. That's all I can keep on saying. This is fucked up. And the odds of this happening to anyone. What the fuck, man? I'm tapped out, y'all. I had nothing to say. I'm tapped out, man. I just don't know what to say, man. This shit fucking with me. I just don't know what to say. I don't. And looking at that little baby, it's reminding me of my sister when she was 6 years old. I don't know why, but it's reminding me of her. You know, and I'm tapped. I just don't know what else to say. Destin, I don't know how often you talk to Brittney, but you let her know, man. She want to holler at me. Man, she come talk to me, man, you know, and again, maybe she can shed better light on the situation, you know. Maybe she can, man, but I don't know. It won't bring her baby back, but maybe she can shed better light on the situation. I just don't know. I'm going to play this one more time, guys. I'm going to end it right here, man. I'm just fucked up right now. I am.
Another big story here at 5. We've got new information on that 6-year-old girl who was fatally shot in Dallas after finding an unsecured handgun in her home. We brought the story. Another big story here at 5. We've got new information on that 6-year-old girl who was fatally shot in Dallas after. Another big story here at 5. We've got new information on that 6-year-old girl who was fatally shot in Dallas after finding an unsecured handgun in her home. We brought the story to you as breaking news yesterday here at 5 o'clock. That shooting happened as the child's mother was planning the funeral for her 14-year-old son, who was shot and killed less than 2 weeks ago. Our Robbie Owens speaking with her today, and she's in Dallas tonight sharing how the family is coping.
I spoke with the mother, Brittney Ross, this afternoon. Overwhelmed was the word she used when I asked how she was doing. She told me that she had planned to bury her 14-year-old son on Saturday, but now that service will be postponed while they plan a double funeral.
Give me something.
Family members say 6-year-old Elena was sweet, smart, and had just celebrated a birthday. Then she found a loaded weapon in her dead brother's bedroom.
It's a nightmare. We live in a nightmare right now, and it's hurting me real bad.
It seems almost surreal. 2 children lost to gun violence within a matter of days.
He was quiet. When you see him, he always smiling. Like he wasn't no trouble kid.
Just last week, Brittney Ross spoke to CBS News Texas about the weekend murder of her 14-year-old son, Bralen. Shot and killed at a friend's apartment. Another teen was arrested. At her side, 6-year-old Elena.
Actually, I didn't know there was a gun in this house, and that's what I'm so upset about right now. If there was a gun in this house, this gun should have been put up in a safe location where she couldn't have reached it or got hold to it. So I'm very upset about that. And I'm just hurt.
19-year-old Demaria Sowles was arrested and is charged with tampering with physical evidence in the 6-year-old's death. According to the arrest warrant filed, Sowles admitted to bringing 2 firearms to the residence the day before the shooting and, quote, placed the MAC-10 on top of the PlayStation in the bedroom on the 3rd floor. The warrant goes on to say that following the shooting, Sowles retrieved the gun involved in the 6-year-old's death, along with the other firearm, a Glock 40, and hid them in his backpack that he stashed in the garage. Police later seized both weapons.
I don't know how I'm gonna cope. Like I said, this was my heart right here. This baby here was special. She was my heart.
In Dallas, Robbie Owens, CBS News, Texas.
A MAC-10 and a Glock 40. God damn. Wow. Guys, I'm done. I don't know what else to say, man. My mind is all fucked up right now. I don't know what else to say, man. Destin, again, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to Brittney, but this is wild, man. This is fucked up. And again, I'm going to say it again. You show this to Brittney, or Brittney see if she want to talk, I promise you, she could come up here and talk. She could talk to me, okay? Guys, y'all have a good night, man. I can't say nothing else. I'm done.